Good morning, everyone. Great to see you all. Thank you for being here on time. Let's get started. This is a Michelin restaurant. On a busy night at Osteria Francesco, the last dessert, lemon tart, fell to the ground. And the chef, Massimo Bottura, turned the accident into a new item for the menu. The name of the item is Oops, I Dropped the Lemon Tart. So when the lemon tart dropped, they turned it into an opportunity. And they turned into a source of discovery and inspiration. So I think that's a good lesson for us. No matter how broken you are, you can always find a way to rebuild yourself and make yourself beautiful again, meaningful again. It's a matter of perspective. Sometimes your, let's say, broken pieces, you can not forget them, but you can nourish them, and you can use them as a source of inspiration, resilience, and strength, which is very crucial for solopreneurs, entrepreneurs. So let me tell you about my book, 99 Creative Journeys. You can find it on Amazon or Gumroad. And in that, I created creative adventures, which I collected. So you can read them in these articles, 33 exercises in each of them. And then 99 different exercises and lessons. So today, we'll have some mock interviews, a brand me workshop, and embracing weirdness and failures. That's our agenda today. Let's start with the job interviews. Remember this lady, body language and communication, we watched it, and remember the job interviews we tried to have. So today we will start with a simulated job interview. What I want you to do is please prepare your responses to these commonly asked top 8 questions. These are the most frequently asked interview questions that they will probably ask you during your job interviews. What we will do is we will kickstart the day with a workshop. You will create your own responses to these 8 questions now. Please open your laptop or open your notebook. Write your responses to each of these. Create some bullet points, do some brainstorming, do some soul searching. How would you present yourself in the best way possible in the job interview? These are the top questions. So please respond to each of them. Try to come up with 3 bullet points for each of them. Can you come up with 3 bullet points that you can immediately share during the job interview? And in a couple of minutes, we will start the job interviews. You will do them in clusters of 2, okay? You'll have a chance to practice your answers. So I want you to work in clusters of 2 for this exercise. But before that, I want you to create your own responses, please. Create 3 bullet points about each question, okay? Tell me about yourself. 3 things about yourself, yeah? Quickly write them down. Imagine that you are now at the door of the job interview, yeah? In a couple of minutes, you will enter this job interview. You need to get prepared instantly, okay? So be quick and brainstorm and create your answers, please. Why do you want to work here? Imagine your ideal department and company. Why? Why should we hire you? Why do you think you are a good candidate? You are an outstanding candidate. What's your greatest strength? Maybe think about 3. Yeah, put 3 of them. What are your biggest weaknesses? Give me an example of a difficult situation at work. How did you deal with this situation? 1 critical incident is enough. Think of 1 critical incident. How did you act as a hero and save the day? Tell me an achievement you are proud of. And where do you see yourself in 5 years? So please respond to each question in as much detail as possible, but be quick. Brainstorm. Make your hands move. Write down your answers quickly and be ready for the simulated job interview. Okay? We will do the job interview in 7 minutes. So please get prepared. Prepare your answers. So prepare your answers for each of these questions and be ready for the job interview. We'll start in 4 minutes. Please try to wrap up your answers. Time is running up. Quickly brainstorm. Please wrap up your answers now. Be ready for the job interview. 1 more minute to wrap up all your responses. Be ready for the simulated job interviews. Yeah, you are at the door of the interview now. Yeah, they will call you. Okay, you'll do this in clusters of 2. So please find your friend that you will do this exercise with. You can change places. Everybody should be working on clusters of 2, please. Yeah, find your other member. Yeah, you can move around. And you can work together. The ideal size is 2 people, yeah? Please find your cluster member. Move around as you wish. So, yeah. If you can work together, yeah? Maybe for a change, and you can work together. And you can work, okay? And you can work together, yeah? Could you maybe work together, form a... If you could move there, you can work together. So you can work together if you could move in the front, yeah? Like together, yeah? Can you come? You can do together, yeah? Cluster. And could you move and to together? Yeah. Cool. So, please start asking the questions, yeah? Start asking the questions. One of you is the job candidate, the other is the interviewer, and after 5 minutes you will change the roles, okay? So start the job interview with a handshake. Ask the questions one by one to your friend, okay? Ask them one by one. Do the job interview, okay? Start with a handshake. Okay, try to wrap up, and then you'll change the roles, okay? If you're done, please change the roles, yeah? Now, the interviewer becomes the candidate, yeah? Change the roles, start again. Try to wrap up in 1 minute, please. Wrap up in 1 minute. Okay, time is up. Now, please give each other some constructive feedback, okay? So, as we completed the job interviews, yeah, and you changed the roles, now it is time to provide each other feedback as a career mentor, yeah? You will act as a career mentor, provide constructive feedback to one another. Act as a coach, career mentor for your friend. Be open to criticism. If there are any mistakes, point out them, okay? Try to point out these mistakes if your friend has made some mistakes, yeah? We are acting as a critical friend. Be constructive and kind, but helpful, okay? Please help each other, share your insights, feedback. Let's elevate each other, yeah? Do some career coaching for one another. Give feedback, please. Please make sure you both receive and give feedback. Trying to wrap up. Wrap it up, please. Okay, time is up. Now, we continue with the next part, Brand Me Workshop. For this part, please work yourself. You will do this individually. Open your laptops or open your notebook, okay? You will be typing quickly for this exercise. It's about brand of you. Your brand, your personal brand. You will think about your personal brand in this exercise as a solopreneur or as a job candidate, as a professional. Who are you? We will work on crafting your personal brand now. Your brand is what people say about you when you are not in the room. Think about that. How would people talk about you when you are not in the room? That's your personal brand. And you have to make a really good impression. You need to be helpful for other people. You need to provide valuable contributions. You need to be original, and you need to deliver value in whatever you do. In whichever situation you operate, you have to contribute meaningfully. You need to be exciting in what you do, and you need to convey your values. You need to be a great role model. Yeah? How do you do these? So we have an exercise called the brand butterfly. I want you to apply it to yourself and to your personal brand. We start with the upper part. What's wrong with the world in your field? You will think as a professional or as a solopreneur, as an entrepreneur. Think about your personal brand, okay, and what you intend to change in the world. First, let's start with what's wrong with the world. In your field, in your industry, in the field that you are creating your assets. Think about your asset creation journeys, yeah? This might be related to your YouTube channel, or this might be related to the book you are writing, or this might be related to the online store or any entrepreneurial venture that you are about to start. This might be about your asset creation project, or this might be about you kickstarting your career in a job. You can also think of this as a professional, okay? What is wrong with the world? Let's start to think like a solopreneur, entrepreneur. Which problem are you trying to fix here? What annoys you? Start with something that has really annoyed you, yeah? Because if this problem has annoyed you immensely, and then you somehow solved it, yeah, you can then sell the solution. You can turn the solution into a product or into an asset. You can package it, brand it, start selling it, yeah? So what's wrong with the world? Think about when you felt really angry about something. When did you feel really angry about something? Something was broken, let's say. You felt disappointed. This is wrong, you thought, yeah? And you realized that this is a deep problem. There is a deep problem, let's say, with the industry or within this space. This can be anything that you care about your career, about your future, or about the assets that you will be creating in that field. Yeah? Think about your field. Let's say you are passionate about fitness, lifestyle. You want to create a lifestyle brand. What's wrong with other brands operating in this space? Let's say fitness brands, lifestyle brands. What's wrong with them? What feels wrong about them? What was your experience with them? Why are they lousy? Why are they not good? How did it manifest? How did you yourself experience the problem? Something has to be broken, yeah? Describe that problem in detail. Capture your notes, brainstorm. Keep writing. You need to keep writing. What is wrong here? Yeah? And you need to be able to articulate this really well. What is wrong here? What is broken? And you need to redefine this problem in your own words. This is important. You have to redefine the problem in your own feelings, values, in your own words. Yeah? Do it in a way that captures your feelings. How did you feel about this? How did you encounter this problem? How is it related to your own story, your own brand? You will link it to your story. You will link it to your personal brand, yeah? How did you experience this problem, yeah? If there is a critical incident, go back to that critical incident. Remember it. What happened? What sort of problems did you experience? Okay, please articulate that. And now we continue with the second part, okay? The second part is what is special about you on your best day. So, how did you solve this problem? Think about how you solved this problem. as a professional, as an entrepreneur, how did you tackle this problem? How did you solve it for yourself? How did you handle it? How did you respond? How did you break the problem into pieces and tackle them one by one? And what does your brand, your value proposition, how does it solve this problem? On a given positive day, how do you solve this problem? Think about your own enterprise, your own assets, your own products, your own professional contribution, here. You need to articulate the solution here, okay? And write it down. On a best day, how do you perform at the highest level to solve this problem? So here, you need to articulate your ideal solution. Think of this as your personal utopia. This is your ideal world in this field, This is your ideal world, your utopia. You are essentially trying to create a small utopia in this field. Describe that utopia, please. In an ideal world, in your own world, how do you tackle this? Articulate your utopia. How are you making the world a bit better in this space, in this field? How do you solve the issue? Please write down your notes, related to your solution. This is your contribution. This is your ideal world. This is what you are trying to change, make better, improve in the world, in this space, in this field. So we identified what is wrong, and now we are trying to solve it through our value proposition. What is unique about your solution? Articulate that, please. What is different and remarkable about your approach? What do you do differently? How do you position yourself alongside the other competitive players, your competitors, the others? How do you set yourself apart from the others? So let's say the other brands, the other businesses, the other professionals, the other job candidates. How do you set yourself apart from them? How do you stand out? What is different and remarkable and unique about your approach, your way of doing things? Please capture your thoughts, your feelings. How are you really improving the world here? Capture them, articulate them. And at the intersection evolves your brand idea, Think of your brand as like a seed. You will be growing it dynamically. You are like a farmer cultivating your brand. And your brand is at the intersection of these two things, Your brand is the solution. It highlights the problem. It solves the problem. It shows your unique contribution, So please wrap up your notes. And this is your learning adventure. You can also include all of these brand work into your portfolio as your learning adventure. So let's wrap up this part. And then we will go a bit deeper, okay? This is another way to look at this. Your brand, your personal brand is a journey. You need to craft it in detail. I have a deeper exercise here. Let's go deeper. I want you to go deeper now. Let's articulate this in more detail. And I think this is very crucial for your asset creation journeys. This is very crucial for your entrepreneurship, solopreneurship. This is also very crucial for your career development. If you want to have a distinct, remarkable career success, this is crucial. You need to address these. So let's go deeper now. This is Brand Butterfly 2.0. How do you transform yourself? You need to think about 5 DNA strands, okay? Number 1, please respond to each and every one of them. Type your answers or write down your answers in your notebook, okay? Number 1, what's your unfair advantage? What do you have that others don't have? What do you have that others don't have? Your unfair advantage. Think about it. And you need to be able to articulate this very clearly. What type of assets do you have? You can also include skills, but not generic skills. These have to be unique skills that only you have. Think about the things that only you can do. The things that only you can create, you can bring to the world. Think about your strengths, top strengths. How do you utilize them? Tap into these strengths. You need to be able to articulate what is unique about your strengths. Why are you the right person to do this? Have some convincing arguments. Give some evidence. What is unique about you? Why are you particularly strong to tackle this situation? Think about all your unfair advantage, yeah? Do you have a set of remarkable, outstanding skills that others don't have? Do you have some remarkable assets in this field? Have you created something fresh, original, exciting in this field? Do you have any track record? Do you have any outstanding experiences or success stories? You can also think about your background as a person. So let's say, and it doesn't have to be positive, by the way. Let's say you come up with a disadvantaged background. You can articulate this and turn it into a source of competitive advantage. Let's say you come up from a background of poverty, from a poor context, poor family, poor rural field, whatever. And then you have encountered a lot of challenges, yet you solved all these challenges and you have become a top person in your field. You still have entered one of the best universities in the UK. You still have a very good track record. You have a great GPA. You have a distinct academic career, professional career, despite all the challenges you have had. Yeah? Like you can also articulate them, because these are a source of your resilience and strength. Show that. Okay? How have you overcome obstacles, challenges, and why are you resilient? Articulate that and put it as part of your personal brand and story. Yeah? That's crucial. Number 2, let's continue with number 2 now. Please respond. What are your obsessions? These are what you would do for free. Even if you are not paid, think about your hobbies that you would do because you love doing them. You can think about your interests, your obsessions, your passions, Make a list of them. Your hobbies, interests, passions. What are the top ones? Put the top ones on paper. Let's say you stay up late at night. Why? Because you want to catch up on these, let's say. You love watching this type of, let's say, detective dramas, crime novels, let's say. You love reading them. You are totally immersed in watching or reading these, or science fiction, futuristic kind of space travel, science fiction. Or you might be interested in other topics. What are they? Articulate them. Ask yourself this question: what can you talk about non-stop for like 5 hours, 6 hours? Let's say if somebody listened to you, yeah, your friends are listening to you, and you love talking about which topics? You love talking about like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, non-stop. You can talk about these. What are they? Please put them on paper or in your laptop, yeah? These are crucial because they are the start of your asset creation journey. You need to turn these into assets. Maybe you can create your YouTube channel videos about some of these, yeah? Start talking about these topics on your YouTube channel or on your Instagram Reels or on your TikTok. You can create a TikTok based on this. Let's say if you spend 4 or 5 hours scrolling on TikTok, yeah, you might as well jump to the creator side. You can yourself become a TikToker. Yeah? Why just consuming those, let's say, dance trends, viral dance trends? You keep watching them for hours, let's say. You're obsessed. So why don't you create your own version? Jump to the creator side. Yeah? You all have dopamine systems. Yeah? You are in search of dopamine. How do you get your dopamine? You need to think of ways of turning this dopamine consumption into dopamine creation. Jump to the creator side, yeah? You will get even more dopamine and better dopamine if you jump to the creator side. Create your own social media and content and videos and articles and assets so that your dopamine becomes sustainable, profitable, and it becomes your asset. Your dopamine becomes the source of your asset creation, yeah? So you need to jump from the consumption side to the creator side. Don't just read articles, write articles. Start writing the article. Don't just watch the videos. Start making your own videos, okay? Jump to the other side of the table. Think as a creator. Don't just watch the movies. Try to write the script. Practice screenwriting, scenario building, word building, immersive storytelling, world building. Learn about these. Take some courses. Jump to the other side. Yeah? Create your own dramas. Create your own stories. Create your own videos. Okay? In this space. But you have to be obsessed. Otherwise, it won't work. Yeah? You have to love these things. Number 3, your rage points. What makes you angry in this field? Please articulate it. Articulate this again. What makes you angry? You need to get to the bottom of this. Articulate that feeling. Why are you angry? Please articulate that. What is wrong here? Why does it feel so wrong? And what will you do about this? Articulate your rage. Your rage is very useful because that's the source of your strength. If you can articulate your rage and turn it into entrepreneurship, an entrepreneurial venture, into an asset, then you will succeed tremendously. Yeah? Best entrepreneurs, when they feel rage, they turn this into action, productive action, creative action. Yeah? So these rage points are your source of competitive advantage. If you feel those rage points, that's good. You are alive. You are here to respond to them, fix them in small ways. Attack these problems in small but meaningful ways. How do you solve this? Can you be part of the solution instead of being part of this problem? Much of the time, many people just complain about these problems. Yeah? Many other people will keep complaining. Everybody is just complaining. How do you become part of the solution? Can you start something more constructive? Can you create a reform? Can you write a manifesto about it? Think about this. Can you write your own manifesto? Can you start a movement, your own movement? And your assets will be like the manifesto of your movements. Yeah? Maybe you'll write a mini book about it and publish it. Maybe you'll create some YouTube videos about it, articulate it. You'll become a thought leader maybe. You'll create a new model, a new product maybe in this space. And then you become part of the solution. Yeah? Not just complain about blah, 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 this, and this, and this. How do you jump to the creator side from here? Yeah? Can you be part of the solution? How? Can you become a role model? Let's continue with number 4, your secret language. Think about the terms that only you would invent. This is crucial for your brand. As you are creating your brand, you need to invent your own terminology as well, because you are trying to invent your own vocabulary. What is your way of looking into the world? Yeah? You need to be inventive. Create your own language. Can you invent new terms? Be inventive. Can you come up with a new model, new concept, new theory, a new way of looking at things, something more original? Can you create a new mental model? Think about it. Study other thought leaders, mental models, and then you can work with AI, ask your Claude or ChatGPT, I want to invent something in this space, and you put these, your unfair advantage, obsessions, rage points, yeah? And this is what I'm trying to do, and I'm not sure, but I want to articulate this in a new way. Can you help me write a manifesto? Work with your AI, yeah? What are the terms only you can invent? Think about it. Can you make up some new words, for example? Can you invent your own words? If you would like to write a book about this, what would be the title of your book? Try to invent that title of your book. Maybe start writing this as a Medium article and see what happens. Yeah? Start to write a couple of Medium articles about this, where you articulate your thoughts, views. Yeah? Publish them on Medium first. See how people react to it. Yeah? Do some small experiments. And then it will be a collection of essays. Yeah? It will be a collection of assets. Then you can turn them into a book, improve them, publish it as a book. Or if you are more like a visual person, storytelling, you love storytelling visually, then think about doing this on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. Create your YouTube channel. Start creating these videos, maybe 2 videos every week, 2 3 videos, yeah, where you articulate, give advice, suggestions, your reflections, share them. What annoys you? How do you cope? Share them on YouTube. Be open, be vulnerable, publish them, okay? But what people are interested in your own unique perspective, yeah? your own mental models. What makes you unique? How do you look at things? So we want originality. We want your story, your way of doing things, your way of approaching the world, yeah? Make it original. So this has to be 100% you, yeah? Don't imitate others. Invent your own thing, okay? And if you can do something a bit more original, that's better. The more original, different you do, the better. Repeat the experiment a couple of times. Don't do it just once. For example, if you are doing this on YouTube, you need to make this consistent, yeah? Build, let's say, 2 videos every week, yeah? And at the end of the semester, you will suddenly have 20 videos, yeah? Continue, be consistent. Keep doing it again and again. And number 5 is your proof stack. Show screenshots here, okay? You need to show screenshots. Why are you credible? Do you have a track record? Do you have any testimonials? Get some quotes from your customers, from your audiences, yeah? Collect them. Get some screenshots. Are there any artifacts? Let's say get screenshots of your YouTube videos. I published this many videos during these 2 months, 3 months. Get a screenshot. Put the links of the videos. Put the link of your YouTube channel. Whatever you created, yeah? Put the actual links. Put the screenshots as well as the actual links. If you have some statistics page, include the statistics page, yeah? If you are selling something, make sure you take a screenshot of your first sale. This is my first dollar on the internet. Let's say I established my Gumroad. I created some products, digital products, and then get screenshots of them. Okay? So let's say this is my Gumroad page. Okay? And I keep building. I do not just stop. So this is my Gumroad page. Take screenshots. I created this one recently. Okay. This is my new book. I created this 2035 Mind, 30 mental models for exponential wealth. And as you can see, there are already 2 ratings. Yeah. And I uploaded this. You get the screenshot. Yeah. I already sold 8 copies of this. Okay. And this is the sales page. And I introduced 30 mental models for getting rich in the next 10 years in this book. So take screenshots of all of these evidence, yeah? But this is not the only product. I keep creating new products, yeah? And you can see other products here. I keep creating. Okay, so this is my Gumroad page. And if you have some sales figures, you can take screenshots of these sales figures as well. Okay, what matters is you keep continuing to create, consistently do it, repeat the experiments. Yeah, even if your products are failures, let's say nobody buys them, continue producing. Let's say even if your YouTube videos, very few people watch them, maybe your family members, a few friends, that's fine. That's how you start anyway, okay? Don't lose your morale. That's part of the learning curve. You need to be consistent and you need to continue producing at least dozens of times, yeah? For example, on YouTube, you need to create at least 100 videos before you quit. Because in your first 100 videos, you start learning, okay? Before you create 100 videos, you cannot learn anything. In just 100 videos, you will try to start to find your voice, yeah? It's about finding your voice. It takes time. So you need to repeat these experiments again, okay? And do this consistently over the number of weeks. And take proofs take the screenshots, show the screenshots, okay? If you have any sales, your first sale, take screenshots, put them into your coursework, okay? So all what you come up with here, you can include all of these into your coursework, okay? Into your asset creation work, in your second portfolio. You will be creating your own asset creation journeys, yeah, in the second portfolio. So you can include your progress about these and include these into your asset creation portfolio as an appendix as well. Okay? So, now we continue with 6 steps quickly. Let's capture these 6 steps of finalizing your personal brand. Number 1, self-reflection. Do the detailed version at home, but let's just brainstorm for 1 minute for each of these, okay? For each step. Step 1. Have you thought about your top 3 to 5 skills or strengths? These are unique strengths. Have you put them on paper? These have to be your unique strengths. Can you think about your unique strengths? Can you articulate them effectively, eloquently, confidently? What are these? What are you passionate about? Can you articulate it? Which values are most important to you? Can you articulate it? Be a role model. How do you want others to perceive you professionally? And are you manifesting this? Are you living up to this picture? What makes you unique compared to your peers? This is important. How are you unique? How are you outstanding? So you have to think of ways to set yourself apart from the competition. Okay? You need to have some sort of track record. Can you find ways to stand out? You can do something remarkable, outstanding, unique. Can you create your own reform, your own transformation? Can you do something remarkable? Can you act as a hero? What's your hero's journey? You are the hero of your life. How do you become the hero of your life? How did you save the day? How will you save the day? Yeah? Think about your own adventures here. Articulate them. How did you overcome your challenges? How did you act as a hero and save the situation? Okay, and how are you unique, outstanding? And then get feedback from your close friends. That's the next step. You can also get some feedback from your family members. So these have to be people or friends who know you personally, closely. Please do this. Ask them, what are my strengths based on your perceptions? Ask the perceptions of your friends. How do they see you? Maybe they see some unique strengths that you are not even aware of. Ask your friends. Sometimes you will be surprised. They will tell you that you have some unique strengths. How do you stand out? Ask your friends again, who know you. How do you stand out? What's your impression? What's their impression of you? Okay, get feedback and incorporate them into your personal brand. And then, please do this again this week at home. Craft a concise personal brand statement that captures who you are, what are you skilled at, what are you passionate about, and what value you offer. Please articulate them in a couple of sentences, maybe 2-3 sentences at most. This has to be very focused, simple, and you need to be eloquent, confident in articulating this. So this requires a little bit of practice, okay? You need to practice this dozens of times. What I recommend you to do is create an example that you are comfortable with, okay? Let's say, here's an example. I'm a creative problem solver, Passionate about using technology to improve healthcare access. I combine my programming skills and empathy to develop user-friendly medical apps. That's what I do. Okay? So this articulates in just 2 sentences, yeah? The personal brand statement. You need to craft this personal brand statement. Please try to write it. If you have something on your mind, please write it now. Something like this. Who are you? How would you describe yourself in 1 or 2 sentences? Please write it down. This has to be focused, specific as possible. Who are you? What is unique about you? Tell me in just 2 sentences. And remember, you have just 10 seconds, 20 seconds to make a good impression. Let's say you are at a networking event, or you are at the elevator meeting your future potential employer. Okay? You just have 10 seconds. 10 seconds to make a good impression. Yeah? Maybe 20 seconds. How do you make an outstanding impression? You need to talk, yeah? And you need to give them your brand statement, yeah? And create your own brand statement. Who are you? Why are you outstanding? Why are you an interesting person? Why should we hire you? What is unique about your contribution? Okay? You need to be able to articulate it really well. And this is a dynamic statement. Don't get stuck with one version. Always improve it. Okay? What I recommend is, when you go home, record yourself in a video for 10, 20 seconds. Yeah? Imagine this like a TikTok video, very short. You have very short amount of time. And remember, to get successful on TikTok, you have to jump into what is different, what is unique in just 1 second. You have less than 1 second to jump into originality. Yeah? You have to make this original, outstanding, starting from the first second. Yeah? So imagine this like a TikTok video for your employer. Yeah? You have just 10 seconds or 15 seconds at most. How do you articulate your brand value, brand statement, powerfully? Record yourself. Do it and watch yourself. Did you like it? And then do it again based on your watching. Do it at least 12 times, a dozen times, yeah? And then do it 20 times more, okay? Don't stop there. Keep improving. Keep doing this every week if you can. And practice it with your friends over coffee sessions. Practice it in your industry events, networking events. There will be an employability week, right? Coming up. During the employability week, give yourself an assignment. You need to practice this pitch, yeah? Whenever you are meeting new people from the industry, you need to articulate your pitch, improve it, practice it, and get better and better and better at expressing it, yeah? You need to be confident, you need to shine through, you need to be eloquent, you need to be original and outstanding. How do you do that? And it has to be authentic. Never do something fake. If you are faking it, then this is dangerous. They will know it, yeah? It has to be authentic. You need to convey that enthusiasm and confidence and eloquence, yeah? So please try doing this. Record yourself dozens of times. Watch these videos, keep improving, okay? And keep practicing. This is a dynamic statement. 4th step is crucial. Think about your social media profiles and online presence. Thinking about your personal brand, do these align with your desired personal brand? So, first of all, LinkedIn page. Who has LinkedIn pages ready? Can I see hands? Do you have your LinkedIn pages ready? Okay, make sure that everybody, you all need to have your LinkedIn pages ready. And your LinkedIn pages should fully reflect your all strengths and personal brand. Make sure you build it this week. Okay? Go to your LinkedIn page. Make sure that it represents your personal, professional brand in the best way possible. Put all your strengths there. Okay? Make sure you complete it fully. Put all your track record, successful elements, your unique skills, evidence, experiences, put all of them there. The second thing that you need to do is Google yourself. Google your name. What comes up on the first page? This is your Google quotient. Okay? GQ. What is your GQ? When you type up your name on Google, what comes up on the first page? Which results? Click on each of them. Do these represent you and your personal brand in the best way possible? Because companies, they will Google you. They will look at your social media. Do you portray a strong, positive, personal brand? They will look at your Instagram. They will look at your Facebook. They will look at your LinkedIn page. They will look at your YouTube channel. They will look at your social media profiles. And then they will make an assessment about you. So you need to engineer all of these, yeah? And make sure that you have a consistent, powerful, personal brand. Okay? So please do this again this week. Google yourself, look at the results, make sure that the results reflect the best of what you can offer. If not, improve these profiles in the next couple of weeks. Okay? What contents can you create or share to reinforce your brand? You can write Medium articles, you can create YouTube videos, you can create new assets, and these will be like your portfolio. When people Google you, they will see samples, evidence from your portfolio. You need to have a powerful online presence and track record. Yeah? So let's say you have a TikTok of 100K followers. That's impressive for every business. Businesses will definitely want to work with you because you have a track record. 100,000 people follow you on TikTok. That's a big deal. Especially if you want to work in marketing, yeah? You are definitely a great asset. So these are the real deal, yeah? Companies will then want to work with you. And then, what are the specific steps you will do this week? Please write them down. Don't forget. Write some notes to yourself. What will you do? Will you be completing your LinkedIn page? Will you be improving your social media contents? Create your own YouTube channel? Create some assets? How will you highlight the best of your personal brand, yeah? Will you be practicing creating this personal brand pitch? Will you come together over a coffee session with your friend to polish your personal brand statements? Maybe listen to one another, give each other feedback, coaching, improve it. Will you be shooting some videos, like TikTok-style videos, on your personal brand for your employers? Keep improving them, okay? So please do these things. Don't stop here. Put all what you learned into action. And then last step, you will deliver a 60-second elevator pitch of your personal brand. Based on all what you learned, please prepare this pitch, and you'll be presenting it now to the friend next to you, again, in the same clusters. Please prepare your pitch now based on all that you learned. Let's make it 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Let's make it even shorter. Tell about yourself in 30 seconds or less. You can use the statement you created in step 3. Yeah? Go back to step 3. Revisit it. Finalize it. This has to be 2-3 sentences at most, yeah? And remember, you come across at the elevator or at a networking event. You just have 10 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that, yeah? You have to be quick, strategic. Finalize your statement, please. And now, come up with your cluster, please. Find your cluster members. I want you to practice, share your brand statement to one another, yeah? Articulate. Imagine that you have met at the elevator, okay? Your friend is your potential employer who works in the industry, let's say. If you're an entrepreneur, your friend is your investor. Let's say you are an entrepreneur establishing your startup. Then your friend is an investor. Or if you are applying for jobs, your friend is the HR director who will hire you. Yeah? How do you make a really good impression with your personal brand statement? Please do deliver it. Again, start with a handshake or talk to each other. Yeah? Come together and practice, deliver your elevator pitch to one another, please. Okay? Let's start. You can change places again. Come together with your friends. Move around, please. Move around. Find your cluster member. Everybody, nobody should be alone. Find a person. You can also be clusters of 3, 2 or 3. Find people around you. Do it together, please. Turn around, find clusters. Work together, change places. You can join them, yeah. Work together. Deliver your elevator pitches, please. Change the roles, please. Change the roles. Yeah? Listen to your friend. Deliver. Change the roles. Wrap it up, please. Try to wrap it up. Time is up. Time is up. Now, what you need to do next, please again act as a career mentor. You are a branding coach, yeah? You are a personal branding coach. Please give some constructive feedback to one another. Help your friend improve his or her personal brand, professional brand, yeah? So give each other some coaching. Feedback, please. Help each other. Help improve. Share your feedback. Wrap it up, please. Okay, time is up. Now, in the next section, this is a weirdness workshop. You can go over the slides yourself, but this is about this section. You can do it yourself, actually. It's about celebrating what makes you weird. Okay? I think this is crucial. It's important for creativity. This is important for satisfaction. This is important for friendship as well. You need to celebrate what makes you weird and unique. Okay? You need to embrace it. I wrote an article on this. Please read the article. I gave you lots of examples on why you need to embrace your weirdness. And I included lots of videos about this. Look at the videos as well. And to be weird, you need to be obsessed about something, yeah? So make sure you make peace with these obsessions. Because these are how you bring something exciting, fresh, original to the world. If you are obsessed about these things, that's a signal that you can create amazing insights, you can create amazing assets to the world, yeah? If you are obsessed about these, whatever these are, then think of ways of bringing these into the world. Share them with the world. Create something, okay? Create some content. Create some stories. Create some assets, videos. Because these are the things only you can bring to the world, yeah? And these are the most valuable. And when they hire you, they want to hire somebody who is fun to work with, colorful personality. They want to work with somebody who is positive, colorful, fun. So if you can articulate them well, yeah, you'll also be much more employable. And they will also save you from being a boring person. Don't be that boring person, yeah? Make yourself more interesting. And the way to do it is to double down on your obsessions and weirdness. Okay? So please look at these questions. Can you give some answers to these? What was your favorite thing growing up? When you were a child, what did you dream of doing when you grew up? What's your favorite topic to talk about? What do you like doing so much that you lose track of time? Whose life do you envy the most and why? What would you do differently with your education if you got a chance to start over? If you had 5 minutes and the whole world was forced to listen, what would you say to the world? What would you do with your life if you had no fear? If you had a guarantee of success? And what would you do with your life if money wasn't an issue? Please think about these questions and brainstorm, capture some of the answers. Choose your favorite questions from here and write down the answers that really matter to you. Because if you can figure out your passion, then you figure out your ikigai, the reason for getting up in the morning. Why do you get up in the morning? What makes you really excited? And these might change, but still you need to have some things that you look forward to. What are you really looking forward to? What are you really excited about? Double down on these things. Spend more time in your calendar, allocate more time in your calendar to these things that really excite you. Yeah? Spend more time on these things. So if you could respond to these, and then if you could allocate more time in your calendar to turn the responses into some sort of assets, do it. Okay? It is worth your time. And lots of documentaries, you can have a look at them. These are all celebrating weirdness. So you can look at them. You can turn your passions into a YouTube video, into a YouTube channel. Many people make a lot of money from these YouTube ventures, just sharing their passions, their interests.
Incredibly complex machines to simplify his life. They turn newspaper pages for him. They cut his hair. And they serve him cake.
I am Joseph. I have useless machines.
Of course, utility is in the eye of the beholder. But in an age of computer graphics and slick video editing, Joseph's single continuous shot videos of flash contraptions stand out for their intricately kinetic lo-fi racing.
And it's delivered to my mouth. Machines are usually designed to be as efficient as possible. And then you've got to make a machine that's super inefficient and playful. There's something sort of delightful and absurd about it.
His creations have delighted millions on his YouTube channel, Joseph's Machines.
The first machine I ever made was to pour a cup of tea for my roommates, and it takes it off to run the tea would be cold. So that didn't really work. But we filmed it, we thought it should make it on viral, and that's how I ended up with a career.
Machines often start with a small personal irritation.
I hate always trying to get the last bit of ketchup out of the bottle. So you know when the sauce gets stuck at the bottom of the bottle? Annoying, right? So that motivates me, like, there's got to be a better way. Here we go. And then I remember one day thinking, oh no, I attached it to a fan, I can spin the fan. So I made a video for that.
Joseph, who grew up in New Zealand, was fascinated by problem-solving machines from a young age.
Growing up, I had no siblings, and I would spend hours and hours on the floor of my room making directions. And for me, that was the best way to spend the day.
Okay, so like you need to find your own weirdness, yeah? So here's the exercise on this. Make a list of top things that make you weird. You'll be embracing them. Please write them down. What makes you weird? Can we celebrate them? We need to make peace with them, yeah? And Chris Sacca says, weirdness is why we adore our friends, why we love our friends. Weirdness is what bonds us to our colleagues. Weirdness is what sets us apart, gets us hired. So be your unapologetically weird self. And this is the key to your ultimate happiness. This will also save you from societal expectations. Okay? You need to be free from what others are expecting from you. You need to be a little bit more crazy. How do you do that? That's the question. Don't try to be clever all the time. Nobody needs that. Like, you don't need to be clever all the time. Sometimes you can be silly and celebrate it. How do you do that? Yeah? Can you be more fun? Can you share more of these weirdness? Yeah. And if you want to be close with somebody, yeah? If you want to be a close friend, this is very crucial. They really need to know you love you, yeah? If somebody excludes you because you're weird, that is not your friend. So get rid of them. Any toxic people, get rid of them. Any negative people who bring you down, get rid of them. Don't spend time with them. You need to elevate yourself. You need champions. You need close friends. You need people who will elevate you, yeah? And who love you, who support you, and love your weirdness, yeah? That's why you need to embrace this. And this is so crucial for happiness. So in a cluster of 2 or 3, please share one thing with your friends next to you. What makes you weird? Share one thing from your list with your friend. Just one. Select one thing. And let's be vulnerable, open up, and share one of these things, yeah, to one another. For example, I have dyspraxia. I cause small accidents all the time. Like, I bump into objects. I put a kettle on the stove once, and then it became whole with the stove. It melted. So, like, and all these silly accidents or things that make you weird, yeah? Your friends know these about you, yeah? And still love you. So, like, share one thing, please, with your friend next to you. Celebrating what makes you weird. Share one thing. And let's celebrate each other on these things, yeah? Share them. Talk. Please talk. Open up.
Seminar happened, you know when every seminar...
After the class, please.
Oh.
Let's not disrupt. And remember these potato parcel guys, they write messages on potatoes. And they become millionaires because of this idea. The last part of today is failures. Please do look at the slides. The last message of today is you need to celebrate your failures. Failures are your friend. Don't even call them failures. They are learning experiments. You learn that somebody didn't quite work. You pivot, yeah? You change your approach. But deeper learning comes from failures. And we need to be in peace with our failures. Okay? Everybody failed dozens of times. The way to success comes from failures, rejections, mistakes, frustrations. J.K. Rowling was rejected 12 times before Harry Potter was published. Yeah, 12 times. Dyson failed 5,126 times. Yeah, before he invented Dyson. And Walt Disney was turned down 302 times. Okay, so you need to be much more resilient. And you need to give yourself hundreds of chances for failure. That's so crucial. We generally give up so easily. We are so vulnerable, you know. We try something and then we give up. Sometimes during job applications, some of my students ask me, oh my God, Professor, I got rejected from all my job applications. What should I do? I ask them, how many job applications did you send out? And this student tells me, 7 applications. 7 is nothing. Like in this job market, you need to send out at least 50, 70 job applications. And if you still get rejected after 70 times, 100 times, then we should talk. Yeah? Like you cannot give up with just 10 job applications. 10 is just the beginning. You need to send out at least 100 before you give up. Like that's how you become resilient. Of course you will get rejections. Be comfortable with it. Be comfortable with your own skin. Of course you will get rejected dozens of times. Of course, that's reality. And the more you make peace with reality, the easier you will get over it. Okay? So whenever you get some rejections, get feedback, use it as an opportunity to improve yourself, learn from the mistakes, try it again. Okay? Never give up. Never give up. And Jack Ma has a video on that. You can watch it. And let me say, if I had a CV of failures, it would be at least 50 pages. My regular CV is about 10 pages. But if I had a CV of rejections, it would be 5 times longer. And that's the reality of life, really. So I was rejected by all PhDs after my undergrad. I still got into PhDs after I did my master's. I applied for more than 100 jobs when I finished my PhD and got rejected by all these 100. And then I got up a couple of acceptances at the same time. So you need to not give up, yeah? Be resilient, push it, and continue. Okay? So failures are your friend. And you can watch J.K. Rowling on failures as well and learn from her story. Okay, but do this at home. We'll finish up with this last one. Please do this at home. What are your biggest failures in your life in these 2 fields? The first field is entrepreneurship, business, career, including your academic school. You can list some of them. Please do this at home. Reflect on them. And the second field is creativity and arts. You did try something in music, film, theater, arts, crafts, dance, writing, design, etc. Some of these fields, you tried something and it didn't quite work out. What happened? So, and then think about how will you go forward in each of these, okay? How can you go back and improve? Especially if you had like a traumatic experience. You need to go back, make peace with it, okay? Try it again. Like, you need to get better, heal. It requires some sort of healing, making peace, yeah? Go back to that incident, make peace with it. How can I turn this into a deeper source of wisdom, learning, depth, creativity for myself? How can I learn and make progress and improve myself? Yeah? Turn it into a source of learning. And then identify a few small actions in each domain. Do something very small but positive. Okay? Do it so that you can keep improving. It's all about improvement. Yeah? Never stop improving. Never stop learning from your mistakes. Okay, so please do this at home. And that's the end of today.
It's like randomly,
Shows, right?
like
Yeah, I think registry.